Okay, and we got a second raid. The mic away from the TV before this starts.
At long last, the decisive match against the Grand Champion! Will the challenger triumph and seize the tyrant's throne? First, I shall take your measure. Show me your footwork. Another attack evaded with a bomb. A direct hit, but they're still standing. How about this? Oh, even I felt that. Can't afford to be careless now. The essence of muscle master. Absolute brutality! The champion's power is unmatched. There is much more to come. Oh, the challenger's holding their own. It has been a long time since I've enjoyed myself so. Oh, it's tyranny time, folks. He knows no mercy, and he's never tasted defeat. No more holding back. Prepare yourself. Warrior. I beg your pardon? What is he going to do with all those weapons? champion is ruthless indeed. My reign is absolute. I will not lose. The tyrant altered his form. He looks even more tyrannical than before.
Oh shit.
Oh, he split the rig in half. We're going to need urgent repairs.
Okay.
Who knew they'd be filled with a vengeance? And they're down. Can they recover from this? Try this. And now he's thrown the ring. What absurd strength! Ham, the ring shall presently be restored.
Oh, that's terrible.
Oh, 'tis a quest between barren pride and mortal resolve. Either side can cut out on top. The power of feral souls makes the Arcadian what it is.
Got this. Always good. Okay.
At long last, the decisive match against the Grand Champion! Will the challenger triumph and seize the tyrant's throne? First, I shall take your measure. Show me your footwork. A direct hit, but they're still standing. Once again, they slip beyond their opponent's reach. How about this? The essence of muscle must. Absolute brutality! The champion's power is unmatched. There is much more to come. Oh, the challenger's holding their own. It has been a long time since I've enjoyed myself so. Poet's tyranny time, folks. He knows no mercy and is never tasted defeat. They're up! What fighting spirit! No more holding back. Prepare yourself, unenhanced warrior. I beg your pardon? What is he going to do with all those weapons? Such ferocity! The champion is ruthless indeed! My reign is absolute! I will not lose! The tyrant altered his form! He looks even more tyrannical than before!
Fuck.
split the ring in half. We're going to need urgent repairs. And they're back in action. Can they turn the tide?
I see. Okay, I get it. I totally get it.
Oh dear, the challenger's fallen out of the ring. And they're down. Can they recover from this? Try this. And now he's thrown the ring. What absurd strength! Ahem, the ring shall presently be restored. Oh, 'tis a clash between battle pride and mortal resolve. Either side could come out on top.
The power of feral souls makes the Arcadian what it is.
Who knew they'd been felled with a vengeance? Before your very eyes, a new Grand Champion is born! It's all over. Until next time.
You has supposed the tyrant to rise up to the Grand Champion. Oh, what brings the referee out now? I'm pleased to see I was not mistaken about you. That voice, it's the president. None other, though this is obviously not my true form. I am in my quarters on the utmost floor. A deal's a deal. Tell us where the drop of life is. It's with me. Come, I shall give it to you. You have earned a personal audience. The drop of life. I haven't the face idea what this is about, but I better take a camera to capture these events. What? What is that monstrosity? The Lindworm, legendary serpent of Eld, and namesake of my homeland. By infusing myself with its soul, I have come to assume this form. The president has become this terrifying creature? Are those people why they're immortalized? Your trope. Mentem, why is she? You promised you would save her. I'm truly sorry, but it seems he was one step ahead of us. You have served me well, Mentem, but I have long been aware of your duplicity. Arrayed behind me are all the fighters who have been immortalized. With each feral transformation, their souls were ravaged until they ultimately met their demise, a pitiable fate. They shall make a fitting audience for the final act, here in this fatefully recreated Lindenbaum Theater. To use the bodies of the departed as a decoration, this is pure depravity. People of Alexandria, in my possession and in my mission to bring you ever more thrilling entertainment, I have given my very body and soul. I acquired the power of the mighty Lindworm, and thence sought to create fighters who could offer me fierce contests. Alas, all died prematurely, taken by a soul-consuming affliction. But at last they may know peace, for the one I have long awaited has appeared. With the actors thus assembled, the greatest show in Arcadian history may finally begin. In feverish highs shall all sorrow and tedium be swept away. This is inconsolable. How could the president do such a thing simply for entertainment? Unenhanced warrior, know that you have merely become heavyweight champion. If you wish to be crowned the true grand champion, you must now defeat me. I'll defeat you, don't you worry. That's the spirit. See to it that you spare no preparation. Nothing short of perfection will suffice for our performance. A short, shocking truth has been revealed, and the final match has been set. How will this harrowing tale conclude? To think that the fighters were dying from using feral souls just because we wanted thrills. The Arcadian was my escape, but if I had known the price for it... If this is the way it is, then our only hope is for the unstoppable upstart to win. That's right, let's all cheer her on against the evil president. You trope. Not you too, your trope. Not you too. Deep down, I'd feared we might be too late. I steeled myself for the worst, but the reality was too much to bear. When I saw how the president had exploited my sister and those others, I tried to use a feral soul without thinking. I want nothing more than to fight with you, but I know I'd only hold you back. I'd be fool to tempt fate again with a feral soul. In his twisted mind, the president might think this is just a show, but to me, this is a reckoning. For your trope and all the fallen fighters. Bring that monster to justice, yo. This Linderworm is a complete mystery, so I can't offer you any meaningful advice. But you're the grand champion for a reason, yo. You've bested every opponent you face, and I'm sure you can best this fiend too. Oh, they made him not crazy high level. Okay. 31 minutes. Yeah, I feel like. Okay, I'm gonna pause. Okay, and we got the final raid.
It's the shocking true face of the villainous president, the mighty serpent of yore, the Lindworm!
Never had a choice, never let the ops win. Calm them nerves, got the whole world watching. Ready, set, go, there ain't no stopping. Light it up.
Oh, this song.
Heart is pounding out my chest, the blood.
The president must pay for his crimes. Give him what for, champion! His arm has a light of its own! Is this the power of the mythical Lindworm? His arm is slithering out! Oh, that's disgusting! Watch out! That is one cruel coil. Once again, they slip beyond their opponent's reach. His arms are snaking round the ring. What's planning? Oh no! The gore has lashed onto the champion! Don't panic!
Bones are shaking out my skin. I got to
Yeah, that's new to me.
They're back in action. Can they turn the tide? Another attack evaded with a bomb. They've been struck with venom, but they can weather it. They must.
Okay, now I know how platform here.
The battle is decided. Victory goes to the champion.
Light it up.
What the? Could the Lindworm's regeneration be out of control? The Lindworm's completely healed. What outrageous regenerative power!
fuck yeah. I definitely had help, but I feel good about that.
Unbelievable! The champion's done it! The president has been defeated!
You did it, yo. Just as I thought you would. Now, tell us where the drop of life is. We won't allow anyone else to die. That which you seek lies before you. The aether yielded by Linda Worm's heart is still stimulated for the regeneration factor, the stimulant. Now, set aside your grief, for your trope and the other fighters have not perished. Everyone can still be saved, everyone except the president. What? Everything has been part of the president's plan to produce the cure to psychognosis. What? When the first fighter was diagnosed with the disease, the president was utterly shaken. He cursed himself for ever introducing the use of feral souls. Determined to find a cure, he turned to the treasure that had been passed down through his line, the egg of Lindworm, a creature known for its phenomenal regenerative abilities. After much experimentation, he ultimately extracted the soul of the unborn beast and took it on into himself. And though he transformed into a monstrosity possessed of pre-terminal regeneration, he sadly could not use his power to heal others. To make matters worse, that power meant he was forever locked in this serpentine form. So it was that he forced to confine himself to this mausoleum. For a small blessing, his regulators still allowed him control over the Arcadian's devices, and he could remotely operate machinery. That was how he was able to make contact with me and convey his intent to sacrifice himself and have the cure made from his heart. Alas, the Linderworm was too powerful. Even the tyrant proved no match, and the Arcadian remained in operation as the search continued for a warrior capable of defeating him. Those fighters who developed psychokinesis had to retire and put into a deep sleep, a cold stasis to keep the disease at bay until they could be cured. It was for this reason that Eartrope was kidnapped. The president lamented subjecting more souls to the disease, but for want of other solutions, he could only press on with his plan. If that's the truth, then why didn't you tell us? The president was nothing if not a showman. He dedicated his regrets, his desire for atonement, and indeed his very life to bring greater thrills to the masses. In so doing, he would promote fiercer competition and give rise to ever stronger fighters, one of whom he hoped would rise up to challenge him. It was to keep the competition running that the disease was kept secret, and though many fighters showed promise, it seemed as though none would ever transcend the tyrant. That is, until you appeared. From the moment he saw you, the president was certain that you'd be the one to defeat him. All he needed to do was to spur you on, and to do so he cast you as a rebel who would tear down the Arcadian, and himself as the greatest heel it has ever known. The man couldn't help but turn everything into a spectacle. It's so absurd, one can't help but admire it. So this entire time, we've been puppets in the president's play? Confound it, he's already recovered. We'll help too. Was there a duty at the end of this? Or no, there's a cutscene. It's no good. Everybody, listen up. The question can wait. Questions can wait. Right now I need you all to channel me your ether. Aether. Use it, yo. Our combined power. Yeah. We need to finish him now. You fought well, champion. Leave the rest to us. The president confided in us long ago. We've been acting according to his instructions. It was my duty to serve as the challenger's final test. And to ensure their hands would not be sullied. It was a battle of a lifetime. Even without feral souls, the Arcadian's future is bright. Hector, I thought you were gone. That you died after becoming that fiend. I thought the same, but then I woke up and I was myself again. Motum Metum explained everything after that. The president had given me less potent souls for the bout, and then his people restored me back to normal. I've been resting in the Arcadian's infirmary ever since, but when I saw that what was happening on the broadcast, nothing could keep me from coming to help. I might have pushed myself too hard. Forgot I had this little disease. Right, that. We should move everyone to the infirmary immediately and have the cure created. I shall personally tend to the matters from here. Every soul will be saved, I give you my word. I have to say, I'm a mite miffled that brute stole the spotlight, but I'm glad everyone is safe. Try not to encourage the verdant dancer. He's already insufferably smug enough as it is. I had a feeling I'd play out like this. For all his quirks, I knew the old man couldn't truly have been a villain. I watched the broadcast from start to finish. You were absolutely amazing, yo. Though it's taken some time, you've inspired me to change my view towards souls. Like Yana, I've decided to remove my regulator as well. By the way, some people of the Arcadian dropped by earlier to apologize for the president's deception. They even helped fix up the gym. It's been quite a whirlwind of events, but it seems the worst is over. All that remains is to pray that everyone is cured. Sometime later. I'm pleased to say the treatment was effective. Everyone has made a full recovery from psychokinesis. The symptoms are completely gone. I feel like myself again thanks to the cure. And, of course, to you as well, yo. Yenna has told me all. Words do not suffice to show my gratitude, but please accept my thanks. Yeah, mine too. I owe you one. Before setting off for their homes, the heavyweight fighters and those who were in stasis also expressed their heartfelt gratitude for you. And it'd be remiss of me not to do the same. Thank you, yo. I, meanwhile, must apologize to everyone. Though it was to conceal the president's plan, the fact remains that I deceived you. I am truly sorry. Here I thought you were the true mastermind. Me? The mastermind? You gave me too much credit. I've not the imagination to conceive such an audacious plan. That said, I did work behind the scenes to ensure all went according to script. In light of this, perhaps I could be considered the mastermind. In the end, everything is as the president had hoped. Wherever he is now, he too would be doubtless be overjoyed. He sacrificed himself to save us all, another debt I cannot ever repay. The president actually had one last wish, that those who still bear love for the Arcadion, even after everything, continue to fight and bring excitement to the fans. He really had us figured out. It's as if we're still dancing in the palm of his hand. Lest you wondered, I've arranged for the souls in the repository to be set free as you desired. Never again shall feral souls be wielded in the Arcadion. From now on, matches will only be fought between unenhanced warriors. The upstart's revolution was a success. This means, however, that there are none at present who could offer you a contest. Until our fighters have become strong enough, I'm afraid we won't have any matches for you. I'm sure that day will come soon. I think I speak for everyone when I say I'd love to face you unenhanced. I won't stop training until I'm ready. Now then, there is to be a crowning ceremony for the new Grand Champion. Naturally, it can't begin without you, so pray come to the green room at your earliest convenience. The ceremony will be held in the very ring we fought in. It wasn't all that long ago, yet somehow it feels like an age. But come, everyone's already out there waiting. Make sure you're dressed for the occasion, because all of Alexandria will be watching. Yeah, my current attire is fine. My fellow citizens, we are gathered to recognize a new grand champion in the Arcadion, an unstoppable force of nature who tore through every obstacle in her way. Please join me in welcoming this radiant star to the stage. The woman who boldly ushered in a revolution, the unenhanced yet undefeated queen of the Arcadion, Yosan. This is nice. Hold it right there. It's a farce that you're the grand champion. I refuse to accept it. Oh my, the brute bomber has barged into Yo's ceremony again. Does this the man never learn? I demand a rematch, just you and me, unenhanced. Not so fast. Watching you get tossed aside by Yo would hardly be entertaining. I'll be your opponent. Black Cat has leapt into the ring. I dare say this should be an event match. With the president no longer with us, it falls to my humble self to authorize matches. And on this occasion, I am pleased to approve an impromptu exposition. Let the clash between to Kristen the Arcadian. Let this be the clash to Kristen the Arcadian's rebirth. She's the black coal that gleams in revolution. Shadow, the rebel that prowls the dark. Black Cat. He's the man who's been to hell and lived to tell the tale. The incorrigible, reprehensible brute bomber. I did it. I beat the brute bomber. Sorry for spoiling your moment with that charade, but we wanted to kick off the new era of the Arcadian with a bang. Menton came up with the last minute script, and I agreed to join in. Retired fighters have been returning as well, eager to fight in unenhanced matches. We're all going to do our part to keep the Arcadian exciting. And as you may have already noticed, everyone's decided to remove their regulator. That's because we won't be needing souls anymore, feral or otherwise. Meanwhile, since you have no equal, you've been granted the title of Eternal Grand Champion and entered into the Hall of Fame. You're already a legend, basically. Now, though you may not be able to fight, we'd still love to see you. So don't be a stranger and drop by the gym or the green room from time to time. As much as I hate to admit it, we played right into the president's hands from the start. But it was only because we were the protagonists of the script that we could bring the tale to a happy conclusion. We truly couldn't have done it without you, our unenhanced Grand Champion. So please allow me to thank you again. We're forever in your debt. Word. Where am I? Hello, Yo. Ever since you became the Eternal Grand Champion, we've had an endless stream of people eager to join Tiles training. Unfortunately, with Yana and Yurtro busy after taking to the ring again, we've had to limit the number of applicants we accept. One day, I hope we can expand the gym and train a lot of fighters. By the way, have you spoken with the others recently? If you haven't already, you should speak them out. You'll find them around the city, in the Arcadian, or even in Heritage Found. I'm sure they'd love to see you. Hey, yo, make yourself at home. Grab a tonic or whatever else you like. You're always welcome here. As you can see, I've been instructing new members of late, but I haven't been neglecting my own training either. I'm aiming to be the first Grand Champion of the Reborn Arcadian, after all. And I'm not going to stop there. No, I'll keep pressing on until I achieve my dream. Getting strong enough to not only face you in the ring, but win too. Yeah, I'm training my hardest so I can be a fighter just like you someday. Then we can form a tag team together and teach the bad guys a lesson. I never thought I would live to enjoy a simple life with my sister again. It feels like a blissful dream I could wake up from at any moment. Things could have turned out quite different. The president may have had an elaborate plan to produce the cure, but many of us would not be here today had you not triumphed. I truly can't thank you enough, yo. Why is there a quest? Oh yeah! If it isn't the unenhanced Grand Champion herself, to what do I owe the honor? Ready to share your experience of the heavyweight tier? Wonderful. I've been waiting with bated breath. More than one shocking secret about the Arcadian came to light. With your rise as Grand Champion, it is true. But as before, your matches are where my interest lies. And what matches they were. Even now I vividly recall the excitement of your thunderous clash of wills with the Tyrant. And just when all thought it was over, the monstrous Linderworm emerges to offer you a fiercer battle still. Truly, each and every one of your encounters had me utterly enraptured. And so, as I look to draft my latest tale, nothing should please me more than to hear from the woman of the hour herself. Pray, tell all, my friend. Amazing. Yes, simply sublime. Your words have set my imagination running wild. For example, what if Vamp Fatale's spectacle of slaughter were even more gruesome, or weapons even more wicked? Or if the extremes coordinated attack reached new extremes? If the Tyrant were able to harness even greater might from the Venomoth, what carnage would he unleash? And finally, if Linderworm's regeneration knew no cease and it could revive itself from the minutest essence, could it ever possibly be defeated? That sounds like a nightmare savage. I'll look forward to that once I catch up on Savages. Yes, with the latest chapter, I dare say the Chronicles of the Unstoppable Upstart will become a masterpiece for their ages. I thank you for regaling me with your visceral first-hand account. Now I understand that you will be unable to take the ring for the unforeseeable future, but please take heart. For in my works, the epic journey of Yosun, the unenhanced Grand Champion, shall continue, now and forevermore. You wish to talk? I could tell you a little about myself, I suppose. Oh wait, I've already read that. Alright. I'm gonna call it here. There ain't nothing else here, right? come to check up on us, yo. I'm giving Hector a hand before his match. Actually, that's a lie. I'm here to see the kittens. The hoarder refuses to let them leave his sight, bringing them to even the green room. Anyway, there was something I wanted to tell you. I've decided to use my next off-season to visit the world beyond the barrier. I've always felt cramped inside this dome. I look forward to seeing what's outside it. What do you want? If you come here to mock me, I've got a match coming up and I'm trying to focus, so scram. Wait, we worked pretty well together with that coordinated attack before. Well, if you're eager for to form a team, I don't mind teaching you the secrets of the technique. Ah, yo, what brings you to the arcade in this fine day? Should you have anything you wish to discuss, I shall be happy to oblige. I have nothing left to hide after all. Oh, quite well, my friend. Contrary to your initial fears, the audience has only grown since we ended the use of feral souls. Each day, night, every seat in the house is sold out. This unprecedented success we, of course, owe to you. Your nail-biting bouts gave the people a taste of thrills that unenhanced battles have to offer. Even now, the Arcadian Reborn fighters vie for victory, seeking to ascend as the first Grand Champion. As you know, the President traces lineage to Lindebrum. His ancestors was a noble of the Lost Kingdom and a patron of the travelers, and it seems President inherited his forebear's passion, for in a single generation he revered. Oh, that's okay. It is both the namesake of Lindebum itself and the great servant that President has become. I will share with you what he confided to me. Lindebums once thrived in the land where the nation of Lindebum was founded. Awed by the creature's great size and regenerative abilities, the first settlers chose to name it their home after them, in hopes that it might bloom eternal and undying. By the time the storm surged, the Linderworm had become little more than myth, but as the conflict raged on, a soul lake was discovered. In those troubled times, many suffered from excessive exposures to lightning ether and developed symptoms such as debilitating paralysis. Seeking to deliver relief to the masses, scientists began conducting research on Lindworm's egg, that they might develop a medicine that stimulates one's regeneration factor. Yet no matter what they tried, they could not hatch the egg. It remained unhatched as the nation of Lindebum collapsed with and was entrusted into the care of the president's ancestors when he fled his homeland. As the years went on, the egg was all but forgotten, but that would change when the first cases of synchronosis were diagnosed in Arcadian fighters seeking a cure. Okay, that I know. Alright. Curious if I can find any other fighters. Hello. You can talk to all the people too. I'll just go through it real quick. thank you for joining me. I appreciate you. And I will see you in the next one, whatever that may be. Peace.